Hey guys, today I'm going to do a first impressions video on the new Kemper Player. Let's get started. Well, first of all, I want to thank Motor City Guitar for allowing me to take this unit home so that I can do a demo of it for you guys. And as far as I know, it's hard to find these right now, and they are one of the very few stores that have them in stock. So if you want to get one of these and you've been hunting around for one, there's an affiliate link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click on that, and it takes you right to Motor City Guitar's website. And this will be one of the first things that you see on their website. Just click on that and order it. And they ship faster than any other company in the States. So go ahead and get one of those and start playing it as soon as possible. So one more quick thing. I'm not getting paid for this demo, and I'm not getting to keep the unit. I'm just doing a demo for you guys. I have to bring this back to the store once I'm done. I'm just doing this for you guys so you can get some more information about this unit. All right, so this won't be a super in-depth video. I'm not going to show you all these crazy in-depth tutorials on how to do it. But what I will do is show you how I used the software and created 3 presets, and I'll play those presets in a full mix for you guys, and I'll show you how easy it was. And I'm just using a random profile that I found in Rig Manager. You know, I mean, it's not even one of mine. I just picked one just to do a video with, and this one sounded really good. And just so you know, like I already shot the footage of the software, so one thing I want to say is you can assign these buttons or these switches, the 3 switches on here, to pretty much do anything you want. I just chose to assign them to switch to different presets because that's how I would utilize the unit, but you could turn on and off effects. You could go to different banks. I mean, there's endless things you can do with these switches as long as you program them to do that. So it's actually really easy to do in the software. So let's head on over to the computer now, and I'll give you a quick rundown of how I created these presets and show you some of the other features. All right, we're at the computer now, and I have the Kemper Player hooked up to the computer, and I have the editing software up here. And what I did is I created 3 presets. Now, before I go into that, let me just show you what this looks like here. So how you do it, at least as far as I know, I literally just unboxed this thing 10 minutes ago. So you hook it up to your computer and let it load in there, and you'll have to update your software if you haven't done that yet so that it works with this unit. You can also do it on an app through Wi-Fi on Android or, you know, Apple stuff, but for now we'll just stick with the computer. So you click on System, and then you scroll down, and then here are your different options that you can choose from here, you know, for different things that you want to do with the unit. So that's kind of nice. So all the way down, geez, you got a lot of options here. Okay, so basically what I did is I chose foot switch 1 to be slot 1, foot switch 2 to be slot 2, and foot switch 3 to be slot 3. And then I just loaded a capture that I just found in the rig pool here. I found a really good one of the VH4 anyways. And so let's take a look at, I believe this is slot 1. Here's the amp. It's a VH4. I haven't changed any of the settings on the amp at all. I think it sounds amazing just like it is. And then I chose the green screen because that's basically the best overdrive that they have in it right now. I prefer the Horizon drive, or I believe it's the Kemper drive or whatever. Yeah, I think it's the Kemper drive in here. I get all my names mixed up, but that's of the Precision drive. And that's usually what I choose, but that's not available in this unit yet. I don't know if it will be in the future, but that's basically what you have here. And it sounds fine. Let's take a listen to this. Sound and feel are great, no issues there. So what I did is I just copied this and pasted it to the next section. All you have to do is just right click on it, copy, and then I'll just paste it down here because this is an open slot here that I'm not going to use. And you just paste it there. Yes. Simple. And then you just adjust things accordingly. You want a little more volume, a little more gain, you want a different overdrive, you want reverb or delay or whatever. You just adjust that stuff there. I think the smartest way in hindsight to do this is to just create the preset the way I want it, especially I'm going to do like a dry crunch, a wet crunch, and then a lead preset. I would just put everything in that I need and then activate and deactivate these different effects accordingly. You get 2 in the front, 2 in the back. You know, so 2 in the effects loop, 2 in the front of the amp, noise gate and green screen in front of the amp, and then whatever time-based effects I would put in the loop or after the amp. So let's go to my next preset, which is in slot 2. So let's give that a listen. So I got some little bit of chorus and delay, and this did not take long at all. So you have stereo delays, you got all the fun stuff with these. I don't have any lack right now with delays. I mean, this is pretty much my go-to delay. Here are my settings. You know, so you can put a little bit of chorus on it if you want. A little bit of chorus on the delay. See what that sounds like. Yeah, that just sounds incredible. So, you know what? I could probably just keep that. So just hit replace rig. Boop. There we go. Now that's on there. And then this is my my lead preset. I'm going to tap the switch on the pedal now. So there we are, number 3. Let's see what the lead sounds like. All right, sounds really freaking good. So yeah, it's really simple. And again, I found this capture or profile, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls everything different now. It gets confusing. But anyways, I found this in here and created a preset to perform live with or whatever very quickly, very easily. And within probably less than 10 minutes, I was ready to go. So, I mean, it's really freaking simple. And it took me a minute to figure out how it works on this unit because I'm used to the Kemper stage and the Kemper profiler. But once I just figured out, well, I'll just copy and paste and adjust things accordingly, I was good to go. So very, very simple. So before I perform a song for you guys with these 3 presets, I just want to show you this too. So you can have the combo 1 and 2 and combo 2 and 3 on as well. That means if you hit switches 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 at the same time, it'll go to a new preset for you. And that's kind of nice too. So you can have 5 presets on here, and the switches are definitely close enough together so that you can easily tap those while you're on stage and not worry about it. You know, I mean, it's set up to be pretty easily done, you know. So let's go ahead and hear what this all sounds like in a full mix. And again, I'll be using all 3 of these presets so that you can hear how they work. Well, there you have it. I mean, it's pretty simple, you know, really straightforward. And I mean, I could go into a lot of stuff, but the thing is like the Kemper's been out a long time, and you guys already know all the things that the Kemper will do and what it sounds like and all that. I mean, it's only as good as the profile that you're playing. So find a good profile and load it in here, and I'm sure you're going to like it. I mean, it's very good. It's everything I thought it would be. I mean, I'm used to it. I have the Kemper stage. I've been playing it for years, and there's a lot of great profiles out there. I have packs on my website. I know, shameless plug. That's also in the description. So if you're into really high gain, brutal amp tones, go to my website and get some for your Kemper, and I know you're going to like them. I got some great cleans in there as well, just so you know. All right, so final thoughts on my first impressions of the unit anyways. And again, first impressions. I've literally spent about an hour and a half with this unit at this point. And so I think that it's great. For the price point, you do get a lot. I mean, for $700, you get a ton of features. I mean, you get plenty of effects. There's tons of rigs to choose from. And if you can't find something in the rig pool that you like, I mean, I'd be surprised. But if you can't, they have other ways of getting things. They have their own store. You can get their own, you know, custom rigs. You can go to my website and go to all these other people's websites and get some awesome profiles for your Kemper Player. I mean, there's plenty to choose from. If you can't find a good sound out there, then you got problems. So there's lots of great things regarding that. Now, I know it doesn't have the same amount of effects as the bigger units do. Now, I don't know if that's going to be changed down the road. I don't know if you're going to have to pay for those upgrades or if they'll be free with updates or whatever. You know, the jury's still out on some of that stuff, but there's plenty here for you to get started on. I mean, it doesn't have my favorite overdrive, but the overdrive that's in there worked just fine for me. And you know what? If I had to live with that, I could live with that. It's fine, you know. As far as like the other effects that it has, there is plenty there for me to use. I could easily create presets on this thing with all the effects that I could ever want and tour the world with this thing and be perfectly fine. You know, I think that FOMO thing is real with a lot of people. It's like if it doesn't have something, they're just like, oh, but I want it. You just want what you can't have or whatever. But I honestly think that if you look into this unit, there's plenty here for most people. I would say 98% of the people playing this unit would be more than satisfied with the effects that it comes with. Now, the one thing that I want to see them do, and I think this is a must for this unit, is add morph to it. I really think this unit needs morph, because now instead of three, you know, buttons here, three switches here that will change between, you know, 3 different presets, with morph, now you have essentially 6 different presets, because you can change things and morph into those things per preset. And I think that that's really nice to have as well. So hopefully they add that. I think that's something they should have added from day one. I don't know why they didn't. I'm sure they have their reasons for it. Maybe that's one of those upgrades that you got to pay for. Maybe not everybody uses morph, and that's why they're doing that. I'm not sure. But I would love to have morph on this unit, and I think at that point it would be a no-brainer for me. Even though I still really like it the way it is, morph is the feature that at least myself, I am craving in this unit. Otherwise, I'm perfectly satisfied with everything else. Now, some people are like, yeah, it doesn't profile. Well, 95% of the people out there with this unit probably don't do profiles anyways. They either buy them or get them from Rig Manager anyway. So I don't really think most people are going to use this for profiling. And by the way, speaking of profiling, I really hope they update that algorithm soon, because in my opinion, it could use an update. You know, it needs to be tweaked. And I think for the most part, it does a great job, but I'm hoping that they update it soon so it's a little more consistent, at least for what I do, high gain amps, you know. So that would be nice, and then I could start doing more profiles for my website, you know. But other than that, I really do think it's a good unit. I think there's a lot of people out there that, you know, play other units, you know, other brands, and they want to switch over to the Kemper, but the price point was like, you know, even though it's worth it, it's just a lot of money to spend to try something new. But at this point, the Kemper Player is a lot less money than all of their other units, and I think it's a risk a lot of people are willing to take. And I suggest that you do. If you're curious about this unit, now's the time to really take the plunge and get into this and try it out at a much lower price. And like I said, you're probably not going to make your own profiles anyway, so just get some good profiles in it, dial in your effects accordingly, and you know, you're off to the races, man. I mean, you could take this anywhere with you, and it's very small, very lightweight, and it's amazing how small everything's getting these days. It's kind of like cell phones. They started out with the giant bag phone, and then you saw Will Ferrell use the teeny one on SNL several years ago. That was kind of funny, and it's almost like, I wonder if that's where the digital platforms are going. Maybe they're going to be the size of your thumbnail or something in the future. I don't know, but this is really small and compact. I mean, the switches are definitely far enough apart where you don't have to be super careful on how you hit them while you're on stage, but they're also close enough together where if you needed to engage two at the same time, you could do that very easily. So anyways, as far as I'm concerned with this unit, so far so good. I really like it, and I think they did a great job with it. And if, like I said, if you're curious about it, I mean, this is a really good time to try one out, because again, they're a lot less than the other units, and I'm pretty sure most of you are going to really like this unit. Well, thanks again, Motor City Guitar, for allowing me to take this home and demo it for my subscribers. I really appreciate it. And once again, please use my affiliate link if you're going to get one of these. I would really appreciate that, because it does go a long way to help support the channel. To all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel and you like what I do here, feel free to subscribe, because I got a lot of great stuff coming up, and I'll see you on the next one.